Okay. Hello everyone. A very good evening to all present here. Welcome to Techsahead. Our community is an open platform for all the students to learn and grow together. At Techsahead, we believe in the power of knowledge to enhance humanity and make greater impacts. For tech enthusiasts, designers, and curious learners, Techsahead is here for you. We organize peer-to-peer learning sessions, engage with people, and make sure you learn from the best. So today here we are with a session on GitHub Campus Expert Program with Vaishnavi Dwivedi. Vaishnavi Dwivedi is the product strategist at Bottle, GitHub Campus Expert, and creator at MichiSpotlight. So let's welcome our guest today. Welcome Vaishnavi. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Sargam, for having me here. I mean, it's 7:30 and it's a great evening, Friday evening. And if y'all are watching, then that's great, I guess.
Yeah,
Like, you don't have anything better to do or something. but
yeah,
um,
definitely.
yeah, but yeah, like I
Yeah,
think this session is going to be very important for everyone who is looking to apply for the GitHub Campus Experts program, the next generation of the GitHub Campus Experts. And yeah, like I'm really excited for this session. Thank you so much for
yeah,
having me here.
yeah. Glad to know that. So let's just start by knowing a bit more about yourself, about you. So kindly just tell us about yourself. I'll just introduce myself.
Of course. Of course. So yeah, I mean, I am Vaishnavi, and like I'm a fourth year student. I'm pursuing a bachelor's at the University of Mumbai, which is just to say that my college name is really long and I don't want to say it on a live stream. But yeah, I mean, it's called RAIT if you really want to know the cool version of the college. But yeah, I study at RAIT. I'm in fourth year, and I'm currently working at a startup called Bottle. Like Sargam said, it's called Bottle, and we I am a product strategist there. I also do a podcast called Ideas in a Bottle, which is like a podcast for Bottle, and we talk about startups and stuff. I'm also designing a community experience for students who want to navigate their careers in tech, which is called MichiSpotlight. And like yeah, I mean, you can go and Google MichiSpotlight, and you'll come across a lot of different things, a lot of great resources on how to get internships, how to prepare yourself for internships, and like what are the alternatives for internships if you're not getting any. That is like a very common scenario, which is understandable, honestly. And yeah, I mean, here to help for any queries related to uh, career, or anything that you might have. And apart from that, I am working as a developer advocate and machine learning intern at NimbleBox.ai, which is again a developer tool of sorts. And I have like a little bit of a throat infection, so I might cough in between. So don't like just excuse me for that.
That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine.
All right. All right.
Oh,
That's pretty much it about me. Yeah.
that's great. That's really great. Okay, so Vaishnavi, what exactly is the GitHub Campus Expert Program?
Right. So it's more of a flagship program by GitHub, and it's meant for students and people who are like currently students at a maybe at a college, whatever kind of college that may be, where there is like a community of developers, who this campus expert is supposed to lead, right? So it's not just about your own college, but it's also about your local community, the community that is around you. So if I live in Mumbai, my local community is the community that is around me. And it can also include people from all across the world and all across India. You can organize great events because everything's online right now. But when back when things were offline, at that time, things were like, you'll have to, when you organized events, it was for your local community, for people who can like come on to a basic venue, and you can like take a workshop or a hackathon or anything of that sort. So GitHub Campus Experts are basically people who organize these kind of events, and like they are people who are in charge of uplifting the local community, the local developer community. And like it's not just for developers, but also like other kinds of people in the tech ecosystem, like designers and even product people can also be a part of it. um but as long as like so as the name would suggest, like, okay, GitHub Campus Expert, you need to know GitHub. You need to know your way around GitHub. You need to know the version control system Git. And I mean, just like a basic knowledge of it, obviously, because yeah, I mean, that's sort of required for you to take workshops or even invite someone for workshops. So yeah, so that's sort of it for like the program itself. And it's just meant to uplift the local community around like a GitHub Campus Expert. And I think that there are a lot of great things that are, that GitHub Campus Experts are supposed to do. And GitHub really is very invested in making sure that GitHub Campus Experts are able to sort of you know uh, go through with these initiatives, and they support in any way that is possible for them, through sponsorships or even like providing trainings and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the program.
Okay.
um
Okay.
I didn't catch your question there because it just went all, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's for everyone or just me, but I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. Now is it fine? Like now is it fine?
No, not that much, but it was like fireworks. So I don't know.
Okay. Just a second. Like let me know when it's fine. Okay. Let me just try it at my end, and you can also maybe try it at your end.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Fine
Is
now,
it like
maybe.
happening for everyone? I'm not really sure about that because it could just as well be my own uh stuff. Okay. I think it's for everyone
Somebody
only.
can
Yeah,
just drop
yeah,
in the
much,
comments.
much better. Hmm.
Okay. So I hope now is like it's fine.
Yeah, like there's still like a little bit of disturbance there, but I think
Okay.
that's fine.
Let me just rectify it.
Yeah, that's cool. So if you all have any questions with respect to the program, you can just put it in the comments, and by the time Sargam's problem is fixed, we can like probably take up those questions. So yeah, like you can ask me anything you want. This is like an AMA of sort.
Now is it fine? I just hope so.
I suppose you are. Yeah, I think it's much better now. Is there
Okay. I'm
only
really
one
sorry for
expert in campus? Yeah, I mean, there are like a couple of questions, but yeah, like, I think now we can.
we'll take them up in the end, people. So as of
Right.
now, actually, Vaishnavi, I asked that what do you think GitHub Campus Expert is like? How is it different from other developer communities or initiatives that we have with us? For example, we have GDG, we have the developer circles by Facebook and DSC, and also. How do you think it's different?
Right. So, for GDG and like developer circles, I think these are not programs for students. These are programs for like actual developers. I mean, obviously students can go there and like chill out with other developers as well. There's no restrictions there. But GDGs and like these kind of programs are like meant for like people who have already graduated and like working as developers at companies or stuff like that. uh, just a place for them to hang out with the community, contribute to open source, help each other in that way. But like I think a much better parallel that we can draw here between programs, like I honestly don't like to compare programs, but I just feel that like if there's the Google Developer Student Clubs program as well, which I was a part of last year, and now there's the GitHub Campus Experts program. So I think the main difference between the two is that for developer student clubs, it's a little bit more like Google. It's more Google centric in that way. I think like they ask you to use Google technologies a lot. Although at least the programs that they organize are the ones that that have like that are majorly like Google centric. But obviously you can it's a developer club, so you can like talk about anything under the sun. But yeah, I mean, they provide with a lot of resources as well in the DSC program. But for GitHub Campus Experts, the best thing about GitHub Campus Experts program is that they give you like a 6 week period in which they train you very very extensively. They give you assignments, they give you like a bunch of videos and modules to complete, and you have to complete those modules to sort of become a better leader yourself. So like some of the modules include like how to structure your workshop, how to explain Git and GitHub in very easy terms, right? That is very very important as a GitHub Campus Expert, because it's very difficult, like it's a very complicated technology for some people. But honestly, like once you start using it on an everyday basis, it's nothing, it's just like logistics, right? For your code to be more organized and structured, and that you have like your everything hosted in one place, and everyone can see what you're writing, and like everyone can contribute to it as well. So I think that is something that is very important for you to know as a leader, as a GitHub Campus Expert. So yeah, that's that. Apart from that, like there are other sort of modules there: how to be more inclusive in your community, like how to make sure that everybody feels like they are a part of the community, because these are the things that you don't learn um, without experience, obviously. But you need some guidance in these sort of areas, right? So GitHub Campus Experts program, they provide you with all of these resources, all of these learning materials, and like even the program managers, we have like syncs every month or so. Like we meet each other, like we connect one on one with other campus experts, and you get to network a lot as well. So I think those are some really really great distinguishing points for the GitHub Campus Experts program, and that's why I really recommend everyone to apply at least. And like if you get selected, you will be able to like learn a lot of things from everybody that is involved in the program. So yeah, that's there.
Okay, that was great. So, Vaishnavi, what is the eligibility criteria for this program?
So as far as I know, the eligibility criteria is that you have to be a student. You need to have the GitHub Student Developer Pack. So that is like I think one of the most important criteria. If you don't, so basically, in order for you to avail the GitHub Student Developer Pack, you need to have a college issued email ID. If you don't have that, you can have like other documents ready, like a college ID card, but it has to mention that when are you graduating, so that they have a proof of the fact that you're still a student, right? So they just want that proof. And once you give them that, like usually like the proof documents, they take a lot more time. So make sure that if you're trying to apply in the August cohort, you have already applied to the GitHub Student Developer Pack if you already don't have like a email address, college issued email address, because it takes a lot of time to get it approved manually. So make sure that you already have done that. If you haven't, then like try to email GitHub as well, or try to do everything possible to make sure that the pack is approved within the next, like I think 1 week or so, because I think the applications are only open for 20 days, and they are open twice a year, right? So you need to be a student, and you need to have the GitHub Student Developer Pack. Then you'll I think you also need to have a GitHub account for the past 6 months. Like I think you can't just make a GitHub account immediately and just apply to be a GitHub Campus Expert. You can't do that. So yeah, I think that's sort of the eligibility criteria that I'm aware of. But I mean, things might change, so just make sure that you go through the website like very carefully. But you have to be a student, you have to be very, very passionate about the community as well. So I think that is also one criteria that is not usually mentioned on the website.
Okay, so like during your time, was there any kind of restriction as per your year of college? For example, it's only for the third year or second year or something like that.
No, no, no.
Okay.
So I'm in fourth year right now. I'm still a part of the program, and I'm a part of the program till I graduate. So that's that. So once you get into the program, if you get into the program in second year, you can serve as a GitHub Campus Expert for 2 years. At least that's
Oh,
how it's been right now till now. But I think it might change this year. They have made a lot of structural changes as well to the program over the years. But yeah, I mean, if there are any changes, make sure that you follow GitHub Education on Twitter. So like these changes, like you will be aware, you'll be the first one to know if you follow them on Twitter. And you can also like check out the GitHub Campus Experts, the GitHub Education website, to make sure that like if there are any changes, make sure that you go through all the terms and conditions and the prerequisites and eligibility criteria over there as well. Although I am like I have tried to cover most of them, so if I miss anything, make sure that you go through them as well.
yeah. Okay. So, what does the procedure look like for this program? Like, how should one apply for it?
Right. So the procedure is pretty straightforward. Like first of all, like I said, the GitHub Student Developer Pack. Once you have it, you will have to find the GitHub Campus Experts thing inside the pack. And once you do that, you will have to. It will prompt you to fill up an application. It opens twice a year. So make sure that like it opens in August and in February. So if you miss out in this window, you can apply in the next one. So or in August, like right now, I think on 9th August it will open, or it could be 6th, because I'm very bad with dates. So I mean, you can just check it out. I think it's going to be open now in just a few days. So make sure that you have like everything ready by that time. And yeah, so like for that, first thing that you need to do is fill up an application form, which will include like a couple of essays that you'll have to answer. And this time I think the questions will be a little bit different from what we had last time, like when I was filling the application. So I mean, they might be a little bit different. So make sure that you are, answering them with the best of your knowledge, and with the like I will get to the tips on how to write good essays after I've explained the entire procedure. So once you have submitted this application form, you get like if you get shortlisted, you get onto the video procedure. So like you have to submit a video in the second stage of the application once you get shortlisted. And in that video, that will be like around a 3-minute video. And in that video, you will have to sort of say like just talk about yourself, why you're good for the program, how the program will benefit you, how you will benefit the program, things like that. Okay. So make sure that those things are clear in your mind. Make sure you have like some talking points before you record the video. And I know like it might seem like, you know what, I'll just record the video in one go, it's very simple to do. It's not. I know I've tried recording many videos for many different application programs. So make sure that you give ample time to the video recording and video production, and basically like and, writing the script for the video and the things that you want to talk about, because it's the one way to get to the person who's reviewing your application. It's usually the current campus experts. So there's a possibility that I might also be reviewing some applications. I'm not sure yet. They will give out that list of who will be reviewing. Like you can't reach out to me for that. Like I don't know. Probably not. But like also GitHub field experts are the ones also who review these applications. So they have already seen all the applications in the past, right? So like there are some certain people like me, and I think there's Siddharth, um, who have like uploaded their application videos on YouTube. So you can like check them out for reference. But if you try to plagiarize those videos, your application will be auto rejected, because I mean like these people have already seen, and it might be possible that if we only review the applications and you have copied from our video, then you will know obviously that you have copied, because it's kind of obvious, right? So
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
I mean, don't plagiarize. So that's the second stage, and once you have completed that stage as well, you go into the train. Like if they shortlist you on that stage, obviously you are a GitHub Campus Expert now, and all you have to go through is a training program. Once you do that, you will be officially a GitHub Campus Expert. Your GitHub profile have will have like a little badge on it, and I know it sounds very nice, but it's it is a challenging program, but it's only for
Hmm.
people who are genuinely passionate about the community and giving back, right? So make sure that you have those kind of passions. If you don't, then I would suggest you not to apply. So yeah.
Okay, great. So Vaishnavi, how should the GitHub profile of one no applicant should be in order to get no selected for this program? Like, does it matter overall?
Hmm. So, in my opinion, you don't need to be like the most technically competent person to be a GitHub Campus Expert, right? All you have to do is to be able to, it's more of a community based program rather than like a program where you need to know like a lot of technical skills. But it is definitely a plus if your GitHub profile looks good, at least like the README of your profile and like those profile READMEs are there. So most of you all would be familiar with that. So if you can like probably arrange it in a proper manner, talk about things that you're working on and like things that you're doing. So if you try to include those things, or if they look at your GitHub profile, they'll be like, okay, this person, they seem legit, and they are a developer and they genuinely want to help the community. Because see, the thing is that if you are active on GitHub, and like if you're making contributions every other day, and you're making projects on GitHub and they are open source, then you're obviously trying to contribute to the community in some way or the other, right? Because you're contributing to open source, even if you're like, even if you have like a bunch of projects that are that is just made by you only. But even then, someone might find some mistakes in your application. You're basically like an open source project maintainer, right? Even though you might not be like receiving active contributions or anything of that sort, but if you have like your projects on GitHub, that only proves that you are a active community contributor, and you're an active coder, and you're someone who's passionate about this entire profession. So you would be passionate, and you would be the role model, or like not the role model, but like the perfect person to sort of like inspire other people to also pursue this path, and pursue the path of tech basically, and contribute to the community. So that's the sort of
Oh,
that I mean, I don't think you need to be very very technically competent, but yeah, I mean, these are some of the things that you can keep in mind.
okay, great. So any tips for your essays and resume and the video? I think these three components play the major role in the application. So any tips from your side?
Right. I'm not sure if they do take in resumes. I'm not sure about that, because I forgot like if I had to submit a resume or not. But if yes, then like you need a standard good resume. You need to have like good experience, not experience, but like at least like a good sort of rapport about the contributions that you've made to the community, maybe some testament to your passion to giving back to the community, some proof, or I don't know, proof is like a very weird word to say here, but yeah, I mean, that's sort of it. But for the application itself, like when you're writing your essays and everything else, you need to make sure that you are talking about yourself, why you are a good leader, first of all. Walk them through how you will inspire other people, and like how you are how you are the one who is competent enough to do that. Because see, at the end of the day, there are a lot of people who apply to the program, and we can only select like a very small bunch of people, because I mean, there are a lot of resources that are involved in that are invested in one single campus expert, right? So we have to choose the people who are like, really good candidates, and you have to make sure that you uh, highlight on the fact that the things that you will contribute to the campus experts community, which is the community of other campus experts around the world. And also like within so basically, as a GitHub campus expert, you also get to test the like you get early access to a lot of GitHub products as well. So like for me, like I we all of the GitHub campus experts got early access to GitHub Copilot, and there are a lot of different things that are different products that GitHub is releasing, and we get to like contribute to different things that GitHub is invested in, and GitHub education is invested in mostly. So yeah, I mean, you need to be able to like live up to those things as well, and like just walk them through why you are a good candidate for this program. Why should they invest in you, like all of the resources and all of the time, all the training and everything that is supposed to be there? Why are you the perfect candidate for this? And how passionate you are about giving back to the community, and like what are the things that you're currently doing, what are the things that you want to do in the future or weren't able to do in the past, or how did you yourself benefit from the community? And like because people who got the benefit from the community themselves, they know the actual power and value of community, and that's those are the people who would definitely want to give back, because they want to help the other generations that are like they receive the help, right? So those are the things that you can probably keep in mind while writing your essays, recording your videos, and that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. You wanna drink water? Like maybe.
Sorry.
I was asking if you wanna drink water. Like you said, you have some
No,
throat
no, no.
infections.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
great.
Like it is the side effect of the throat infection itself. Like it might seem like I want water, but I don't, honestly. Like it just makes things worse. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the last question that we have is Vaishnavi that how was your experience as the GitHub Campus Expert, and why should one apply for this program? Simply.
Right. So my experience, like it's still going on. Like I'm fairly new to the program myself, but till now my experience has been really like, helpful for me, because honestly, I learned a lot of things about, uh, taking up workshops, because I used to do workshops before as well, and I identified a lot of things that I used to do wrong while I was doing the training, and while I was watching the videos and doing the assignments and everything. And like there were a lot of things that even the program manager, while they were like reviewing my assignments and submissions, they pointed out a lot of things that were wrong with my approach to things. And that was a very that was an eye opener for me, honestly. Like I was like, wow, this is like very important, honestly. I didn't think much about inclusivity before. Like I use so inclusivity is not just about using the right pronouns, or just identifying people, but also making sure that everybody in the community, even if it's a community of 12,000 people, or if it's a community of 20 people, basically, you need to make sure that which whatever, no matter what the size is, every single person in the community feels like they are a part of something big, and a part of something that really matters and will impact their lives and other people's lives as well. And they are getting an opportunity to be a part of this community, and like obviously contribute to it in some way or the other. So make sure that you sort of build that sentiment there. And I think when you do that, like, and when you do like follow the things that were mentioned in the training program, if you are like able to become a GitHub campus experts later on, if you're able to leverage the information, the kind of knowledge that you gain out of these training modules that GitHub campus experts program provides, it really like opens your eye to a lot of things that you didn't think about. And like you can be a part of a lot of other programs like MLSA and DSC, and like there are a lot of different programs, and they are great programs. Honestly, they get like you get a lot of good swags. That is great. I know that's a lot of that's I think the biggest incentive for most people to go for these programs. But honestly, don't think about the company name or the swags when you're at least applying, or even when you're a part of the program, because if you do it with that incentive, when things will get like difficult for you, if let's say in the pandemic, like right now we are in the pandemic, right? And like things will get very difficult because sometimes like some college work will pop up right up, and like you won't even expect it because you don't have to go to college every day. Things might get very very difficult because you're not able to, let's say, gather people, or like like not many people are coming to your workshops, or there are not many people participated in the hackathon that you organized. And I mean, things like that happen. And honestly, if you're genuinely passionate about giving back to the community, you won't care about the number of people who join. Even if one person joins, you will be very very happy, more than happy, to help them out, right? So I mean, keeping those kind of sentiment in mind, if you do it, then genuinely people will benefit from these programs and benefit from you being a part of these programs.
Hmm.
And I think that
Right.
is a much bigger incentive than any swags or any certificate or any additional line on your resume,
Branding.
or the Microsoft
Brand
banner
name.
on your,
Yes.
yeah, exactly, Microsoft student ambassador. I think so like I think I shared this on Twitter like a few weeks back, but like I recently saw that I recently like did sort of enrolled in the LinkedIn premium trial, and I was able to see who view my profile. So I was shown that like 500 people from Microsoft have viewed my profile, and I was like, wow, that's great. But like most of them were Microsoft student learn ambassadors, and they had put Microsoft in their experience section, which is all right. Honestly, that's not no problem at all. But the only thing is that if you just want to add Microsoft to your experiences, don't do the MLSA program, because MLSA or MSLA, whatever it is, like I get very confused with it because I haven't applied to that program. But basically, yeah, I mean, things might get a little twitchy there, but don't do it for the brand name or for the incentives that you get, but do it for the kind of platform that you will get, which will enable you to impact a lot of people. And if you do it with that incentive, it will it will help not just you, but all the people who will be a part of the program along with you, the a part of the local community that you will try to uplift. So yeah, that's sort of it. So yeah.
Okay. So now we have some questions in the chat box, in the comments. So the first question is that is there only one expert in campus?
I'm not really sure about this, but as far as I know, I think yes. I think yes, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm honestly not sure. So, probably I don't think it matters because there's no thing like, yeah, this person is a campus expert at this particular college. Usually, the campus experts college is not that uh, important, but yeah, like it could be possible that only one campus expert is there. So if you already have a campus expert in your college, then you can just probably ask them if it's possible that other people can also apply. So yeah,
Okay,
I
great.
think.
So the next
Okay.
question we have that what organizing experience is required before we apply?
Organizing experience, okay. I don't. I'm not sure. Like, I think if you have some organizing experience, organizing workshops or like other events in your college before, maybe you were a part of a community or a committee or a college club, and you organized some events and you did those events fairly nicely. If you did that, I think that might come off as a plus, and you can mention those in your essays. But if you've not done that, it's all right. You can just talk about how well you want to organize events, like You can just paint a picture for those people, for the for the reviewers of your application, that this is the kind of workshop that I want to organize, and I want them to like sort of leverage this workshop to learn further and things like that. Like, I just want to break the ice for this particular
Okay.
topic, and I want them to explore it further as well. So yeah, I mean, this is how I'm going to help
Okay.
them. You don't need a organizing experience really, but if you have it might be a plus point.
Okay. So somebody is asking that what's the probability of getting selected in the first attempt itself?
First attempt, I, for me it was 100%. So I don't know, I just applied for the first time and I got in. But there are people who don't make it through the video round, because that is the round that is very very difficult to get through. I mean, first round, usually first round, as in like the essay round, is fairly simple to go through, because you can write great essays, but it all comes upon how confident you are and how well you're able to speak, right? So, and like how well you're able to inspire other people. Yeah, and I think those things kind of matter there. And in my application was like, my application video was pretty decent only, like it was not that bad or not that great at like some other level or something. It wasn't that great either. But what I tried to do was like, I tried to speak with confidence. I think that was one thing that really helped me there. And I tried my best to uh, you know uh, be able to articulate my thoughts in a good way. So
Yeah.
articulating your thoughts is also very important there. Like if you're just like all over the place, if you're just saying blabbering stuff, then that won't help you in either way. So like, just make sure that you are uh, to the point. You're trying to explain things in a very concise, not concise, but like at least like in a proper way, and
Yeah.
you're able to collect your thoughts and present them in a good way. So yeah.
Yeah. So like basically short but impactful. So that is how I think it goes, right? And even for the essays, I think that is what is matters. Okay, great. So somebody is asking that can you review our essays?
I can't do that. Like, I'm not sure if that is legal to do. But you can like I said, I mean, in this entire video I've been giving out tips. If you need more tips, I can give you that. But no, I won't be able to review your essay. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah.
Okay,
Like I'm not
but
sure if we're supposed to do that. Like I don't think that's legal. Legal as in like, obviously, like you're not supposed to do
yeah,
it. So yeah.
yeah. Okay. Like somebody is asking that key points to write in essays, and if I contribute a lot in open source, will it be a plus point?
Definitely, it will be a very big, huge plus point. It will be like a huge plus one for your application. Uh, and key points for the essay, I think, like it depends on the kind of questions that they ask. Try to address the questions in as much detail as possible. Mostly the question, like, see, the questions are basically to understand you as a person and your commitment to the program, your inspiration to be a part of the program, because a lot of people, like I said, do it for the brand name and swags and other incentives. But what is your let's say interest and inspiration to take part in this program? I think that is something that you need to highlight on in a much bold way, and like in a very good way in your essays especially. And once you do that, I think like you can also talk about yourself, how you have involved as a developer, the things that have helped you, and how you would like to help other people, how you would like others to leverage different platforms that you came across, different technologies or different concepts, or the way you learn. Basically, you can also talk about those things, and like how you want to use the GitHub Campus Experts platform to uplift other local communities, because that is the vision of the program. That is essentially why the program is there in the first place, right? So you need to, I think, these are the points that will literally get you covered if you answer them right, if you put them properly. I can't really say what exactly to put, because I mean that will just like that's plagiarism. So make sure that you think it through. Don't try to submit the application very early. Try to think about it. I think the applications are open till 20th or 25th, I'm not sure, but some time in the 20s of August. And you can like just take your time, make sure that you submit your application by the 15th, like the mid of the month. And if you do that, you will be like in the middle of the pile, like you won't be like,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, just saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's
Okay.
sort of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we have covered pretty much everything. And so, yeah, thank you so much, Vaishnavi, for joining us today. It was great having you, and it was really fun. And I'm damn sure that the people must have got a clear idea into this program. So, anything that I like to say to the audience?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say that I'm really glad that you came to the session and you listened in to me, like whatever I had to say. I know, like, I talk a lot sometimes, but I hope that you have, like, from whatever I said today, I hope that sort of made up your mentality and your mindset before you go on and fill up the application. Because if you do it purely for selfish motives, I know that everybody does things for selfish motives, but this is more like community work, right? And you can't really do it if you're altruistic, which is basically like someone who wants to help other people, right? So you need to make sure that you have that kind of mentality before you start pursuing this program. And I know that everybody wants swags and incentives, and we are really like, I think the GitHub Campus Experts program is proud of its own swags, the kind of swags that we provide. But honestly, like, I'm just saying that, you know, don't don't use it as a primary motivation for everything that you're trying to do. Do it for the community, do it for helping other people, and I know for a fact that you won't need any other attempts. You'll just need one attempt to get into the program. And yeah, that's pretty much it there. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, so thank you so much, Vaishnavi. People, the LinkedIn profile of Vaishnavi is in the description, so you may just go and connect with her. And thank you so much for joining in. You were a great audience. And connect with Text Ahead. The link is in the comment section. So, yeah, just be updated and see you next time. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye,
Bye
Vaishnavi.
bye.
Bye.